Melo, guarded closely. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Down low. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
At the line for one.
One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Mills. Toronto grabs the miss. Now here's Jenkins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Shooting for Toronto.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Davis. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Big Smooth. Here's Rain Man. Here's the Wizard. Inside. Here's Mills. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for Toronto. He's checked in for the doctor. And it's Big Dog in for Melo. Big Dog, the pass to Jenkins. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there,
Jenkins.
Where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Toronto, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. To the middle.
Oh, man!
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that will get him going. He thrives on that type of play.
Here's Big Smooth. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Here's the Wizard. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. The Wizards got 41.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
They set the pick. Over to the left wing. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Big Smooth gets it to go. Here's Big Dog. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
So both teams making some changes here. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Toronto leading by 20. The great one passes to Melo. Pass to the doctor. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
At the line for the away team.
And that one misses.
He's got to get to the line a little bit more here in the second half. Let's see if he can get that edge back that he had in the first.
Here's the great one to the paint. And Melo slams it in.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfect.
Here's the Wizard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
And Toronto making a change here. G's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Andrews. Here's the Wizard. Launches it. And it's the great one with the rebound. Toronto shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. From deep. He's off on that one. Well, for New Orleans, shooting it very well tonight, around 57%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Toronto.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for the doctor.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
number 3. First personal foul. Shooting for Toronto. Number 7 at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That one is no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Big smooth the pass to Andrews. Here's the Wizard, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
The ball goes to Toronto.
"15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the great one. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, the Doctor.
Of the year race. We're about halfway through the season now, and he's outside of the top 5 spots, but he's been playing really well, and there's plenty of games left to go.
And as the Rookie of the Year race is getting clearer, these young men are standing out as the cream of the freshman crop.
And you know what? The talent they have, undeniable. And the more they've gotten used to the demands of life in the NBA, the better they've gotten.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. We've got Jack. Jackson, and it's McLaughlin in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, and it's Anderson in at the 4. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done. Power is home!
Oh, wow! He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Here's Baller. Pass to G. Fades away. Can't get it to drop. Right wing. Here's McLaughlin. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Pass to the kid. Fires the 3. Connects from downtown.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Wilson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wilson's got his second basket of the night. Chicago with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
They get the rebound. And he banks in the layup. Wilson's got 6.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Baller passes to Anderson. Here's the kid. Another 3 for Chicago.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Jackson outside. To the middle. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. Denver, 3rd.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside, Anderson. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And guys, that free throw percentage of theirs has gone down since last season. As a matter of fact, significantly down.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Denver. There's a screen by Johnson. Down low. And rejected. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's DJ. His last outing, we saw him score 13. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Baller. Rebounded by Denver. Jackson with it. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Shot clock at 6. Torres. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for the away team, Torres, taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to the kid. Here's G. Wilson grabs the board. Jackson left side. And it's good from the elbow.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Love showing up for the team and just playing the game.
Here's the kid. He's got 10. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And for the guys who change teams in the offseason, Clark, how long do you think it takes them to learn a new system?
I think it's a couple things. I mean, one, a lot of teams in the NBA use similar terminology and run similar sets, so that helps. But you've got to be a fairly quick learner. And then, depending on how complex the system is, that usually can impact how quick you pick things up.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Now here's Jackson. Here's McLaughlin. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Baller. Inside. Chicago passing it around. Yep, that one goes.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
For Denver, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Puts up a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Pass to G. Here's DJ. Still without a bucket. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. Left side Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Jay. Pass to Baller. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Again, Denver scores.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here. He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
They set the pick. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Throws it down out emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Clark, there was no denying the talent of Ben Simmons, especially early in his career.
Yeah, well, even before he started in the college game, everybody knew he had it, the package of potential stardom. He won 3 high school state championships in Florida and was just beginning his journey, and it didn't quite elevate to the level we anticipated.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Here's Jay. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Baller. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
To the inside. And he dumps it. What a pass to set him up.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Jay. Pass to Baller. Releases. And there's another one for Chicago.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Up from 17. Chicago with a rebound.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much. Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Easy breezy shot is good.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. To the paint. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
.11 seconds left in the first quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off a shot. And again, Denver with a 3. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's Denver. They lead by a bucket. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Denver?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the court for Denver, they've got Johnson, and it's Wilson in at the center, filling out the middle. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Outside, Anderson.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Pass to McLaughlin. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Wilson. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Wilson's got 9.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. There's a screen with his first shot attempt. Wilson grabs the board.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Torres. Anderson covers. To the right side. Denver moving it around. Jackson for 3. G with a rebound. Chicago trails by 5. And he drives in. Jay. It's tipped. They recover it. Blocks it again. And they'll keep possession. They retain possession. Good work there as it goes. G's got his first 2 points of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Jackson outside. Inside. Here's Wilson. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And with most NBA defenses bringing help from that weak side corner, that opens up offenses for the weak side crash, Clark.
Yep, if I was still playing BA, I would make way on that offensive glass board, wreaking havoc on the boards. Extra opportunities aplenty the way the game is played now.
Here's DJ. Still no points. Pass to the kid.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
First team foul.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Jay. 6 on the shot clock. Crafty move. And he lays it in. Jay's got 5.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Pass to Wilson. And here's Johnson. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Lets it go from deep. The kid with a rebound. Chicago trails by 3. To the wing, right side. Here's G, defended by Jackson. Out to the right wing. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Saturday, then on Tuesday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
And there's the screen. Torres. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Number 1, Denver. In third, Chicago.
And these two squads that can run the floor at a lightning pace, they piled up more than their share of fast break points last year.
Here's Jay. 5 points in the game. Pass to Anderson. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Denver shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Chicago trails by 6. Pass to the kid. Outside, Anderson. Here's Baller. And they get it back.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
Denver leading by 4. Outside, Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Chicago trails by 6. Pass to Baller. Here's DJ, defended by Jackson. Here's the kid. Here's Baller. He's got 5. The 17-footer. Here's Drexler. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Denver leading by 6. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Baller, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Pass to DJ. From the arc. Rebounded by Denver.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Outside, Johnson. Jackson outside. Pure from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Pass to Wilson. And the layup falls. And it's an 11-point Denver lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
DJ passes to the Magician. Here's the kid, covered by Johnson. Pass to Baller, 6 to shoot. Can they get it? And it comes off the front of the rim. Denver leading by 11. This one for 3. First shot won't go. Here's the kid. He's got 15. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And this is second attempt at the line tonight. Both teams will make substitutions.
At the line for Chicago, number 3. 1 shot.
And that one misses. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. There's the triple. The rebound by Magician. Chicago trails by 7. To the middle. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Easy Breezy's got his second bucket on the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Chicago with a rebound. A minute 9 left in the first half. Here's Baller. He's got 5. And there's another one for Chicago.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's stolen away. Here's Easy Breezy. There's 42 seconds left in the second. Baller's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. 23 seconds left in the first half. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Hey, great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up. And so he makes both from the line.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
For Denver, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. To the inside, just 3 on the clock. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Denver up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler Ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it? Tyler Hero?
Tyler Ball, Hero Ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. And Hooper. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And it's Anderson in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Here's Baller, and it's all tied up. Baller's got 10.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Jackson outside. Five to shoot. Ooh, they pick off the pass. And they're running. Pushing it up now. Pass to the kid. Here's G. Here's Baller. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the free throw, no good. And for Denver, they're shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
DJ, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to McLaughlin. Down low. Tipped. Stolen by Anderson. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. Here's DJ. No made baskets yet. From about 19. Second shot opportunity. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Inside. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Anderson. Oh, what a fast break for Chicago. Pass to DJ. Here's G. Here's DJ. Chicago passing it around. Shot clock at 5. G passes to Baller. And he drops that one in. Baller's got 7 points here in the quarter. And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. Number 1, Denver.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
So it's Denver now, trailing by 4. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Johnson finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight. They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter.
This half has been a totally different story from deep, having a much harder time getting shots to fall.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Wilson. Shoots over Anderson. Chicago with a rebound. G's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's the kid. Anderson with a screen on Jackson. Here's the kid. Good on the 13-footer. The kid's got 19 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Launches it from deep. Here's Wilson. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Chicago leading by 4. Here's DJ. No points yet. Anderson for 3. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Kicks it out to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Torres. And the 3 off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Baller. To the middle. Here's G. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. G's got 6 in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Denver trails by 6. Jackson on the wing. From deep, hits a three-pointer. Jackson's got 10.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Here's Jay. He's got 5. To the left wing. Baller passes to Anderson. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Anderson's got his second basket on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Denver trails by 6. One goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Denver shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Baller. 16 points for him. Here's Jay. And there's another one for Chicago.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Again, Denver scores. Here's Jay. He's got 7. Pass to Baller. Here's Jay, and out of bounds. Denver will have it.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Denver trails by 3. The 17-footer. Again, Denver scores.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Chicago has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Baller. Here's the pick. Here's Easy Breezy. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Denver ball.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the third quarter here.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Baller. 16 points for him. Pass to Jay. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. Misses the jumper. Denver is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Torres. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. For Chicago, they've gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Blocked! Nice move. There's the block. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
.34 seconds left in the third. Puts it up.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time. So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Pass to Baller. 6 on the shot clock. To snap the cold streak. That one no good. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Denver up by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not...
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Denver, we've got Jackson, and it's Johnson in at the 4. There's the screen by Johnson. Torres. Ties again. In deep. Johnson drops it in. And Denver leads by 3.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and